Okay, so this game has a lot of different things to do, like all the time. And I made a video about this before, but I didn't know nearly as much about it as I do now. And things have also changed. So if you're someone who doesn't like complex things, or you don't like a lot of different things in one game, then this isn't something for you. Okay, you start off with, I think, like at least one battle girl or something. It's been a while, maybe three. But the rarity is the starters. 5 is the highest and 1's the lowest. And the way to increase the stars is with scrolls. Like you get scrolls through different methods. Like the vending machine right here, you can get them from either one, but the one over here is way more expensive and more for money players. So if you don't want to drop any money, just wait until you get that one free buy like every 40 something hours or whatever. That's for this one. The that one with the timer. And the other one, it's a lot better. You just use these coins. So like when you see I only have 5,611 coins. So when you have like a million, you can hit buy 10, and when you do that, it'll say buy 10 again or buy 100 and leave. You can get a lot of items if you buy 100 at once. Now, I don't recommend that if you're just starting, because you need that money for other stuff. But once you start to get higher level and things slow down, then you can start doing that. Now, this is a game where the higher level you are, like things unlock the higher level that you are. So I haven't unlocked. There's something at level 90, like library or some crap like that. I don't know. Something unlocks at level 90, and then Elite Sky Tower for pets unlocks at level 100, if I'm not mistaken. So more stuff unlocks, and I think you can join a guild once you're level 40, or either that, or that's when pets are available. Sorry about that. That's hilarious. Anyways, um, that stuff at the top, it shows you or tells you what other stuff people in game are doing, and I'm like, dude, I don't care. Like that's irrelevant to me. I don't know why that's there. I feel like it shouldn't be there. Because it's not relevant to me. But whatever. This little snowman down here, he'll pop up every now and then. Sometimes, like right after you click on him, he'll pop up again. And what he does is he gives you one free stamina, which is these things at the top. It's all the way at the right that kind of looks like some kind of weird money next to the diamonds. Yeah, that's stamina. You just hold down and it tells you everything you need to know about it. That'll increase with level. But back to the snowman, you click on him and he gives you one stamina every time you click on him for like, I think, I want to say like maybe he gives out 20 per day or something, and then after that, when you reach the limit, he'll just say nothing, and he'll just keep appearing to be cute, I guess. So that's how that works. Now, girls, we've just begun. You see how they have little bubbles on the top? AGI, INT, STR. That stands for agility, intelligence, and strength. Okay, so if you click on a girl, you'll see, like, see where it says her name Archie, and around it there's a purple border. That's like her rank. Everybody starts off without a rank, and it's like gray. So when you fill up all these gears, it'll say quick promote. Oh, I reiterate. When you fill up the gears and you're able to, I think, have the right level, or no, you can't fill up the gear without the right level. Like, see this one? It says you have to be level 73, right? So I'll get, she'll be able to be promoted when she's level 73, because then I'll be able to equip that gear. And when that happens, your rank increases. Now, I don't remember what's first. I want to say it's green, then blue, but it's something like green, green 1, blue 1, blue plus 1, blue plus 2, and then you have purple all the way to plus 4, and then it's orange plus 1 and 2, and then the last one is red plus 1, and I think there's one more after that, but that's not really achieved through leveling up and putting on gears. It's more of, I think, a battle awakening or blood awakening, something only really high level girls can do, and it's not something all of them are capable of, only certain ones. Like I think certain like money girls, like I don't know, because I don't really buy stuff. I just want to get to VIP 5. That's another thing. Let me talk about real quick. See where it says the top left corner VIP 4. The higher your VIP level, the more stuff that you're able to do. And I want to get to VIP 5 so that I can increase the amount of skill points I can have at once, which is 10. So when I hit 5, it's going to go to 20. And I think the highest it can go is 80, and that's at VIP level 15. But you see, now that I'm higher VIP level, oh well, I can't do it right there. But you have to be completely out of points. But at VIP level 4, if you don't have any points left, you hit this and it'll tell you, would you like to buy 10 for however many diamonds? Okay, there's a lot of stuff, like I said, so this is going to be a long video, and you might be thinking I'm all over the place. That's because I'm trying to cover everything, and there's so much crap, and I'm like, oh yeah, this and that, and then, oh, I forgot about this. There's a crap load of different currencies in this game. I want to say like 15, that's just a guess. Maybe more, I don't know. But the main one is diamonds, and you need coins for buying stuff like from the shop and like evolving your girls and stuff like that. And so that's important. But still not done with the girls yet. Okay, I have a list, so be patient with me. I'm referring to it because, like I said, there's a lot of things to cover. Okay, so went over what this is. This is just the artwork here. This the artwork will change with skins, which have additional skills, and I think you acquire those with being either really high level and or like dropping a lot of money on the game. And went through rarity. Now this down here, there's 4 different ones. The girls have either an A, M, R, or P, and those stand for Aladrin, Malera, Rhina, and Parody. Okay. Also, there's you click on this heart, and it'll show you intimacy for the girl if it is available. Because, oh, sorry, I keep thinking y'all can see the arrow, but you can't because I have it displaying on my computer, but I'm only controlling it from my phone. So you see, there is no intimacy, and it tells you that it's not available. So only certain girls have intimacy, and you can set Archie or whoever is the background by hitting that at the bottom. You hit acquirement, and it tells you where to get them, or if they're not available, which means like, you know, they're money girls, you can only get in events and stuff like that. So this one's for free players. I don't have enough coins to evolve her to 5 stars right now. It tells you stuff right here. Click on ability, tells you all that stuff. And then another thing before I go further with that, it tells you right here too, she's best at attacking, and then second is campaign and PvP. They're pretty much tied. The other stuff, she's just like, eh. And then if you scroll down, it'll tell you what all this stuff is here. Okay, so your battle girl can only be, her level can only be as high as your player level. So if you notice, my battle girls are at 87 and my player level is at 87. Okay, so okay, now you see those stars, that's enchantment. What that does is it gives your girls additional stats to make them stronger. So you go to the lab to enchantment, and I click lightning. And I know it's not her name, but I think it's easier for me to remember if I just call her lightning. So go to lightning, and I have 2 out of 3 of her gears completely enchanted. Now This will take a lot of resources if you don't have dragon manuals. So like if it's something like with 1 or 2 stars, I'd say do what you want. When it's 3, you got to start to be careful, and then 4 or 5, like forget it, you know. So see, 60 and then 160, and it only covers 40. So dragon manuals give you 200 enchantment. The training guides, whoops, they only give you 60. See, it filled up the 60 bar and then it moved on to the next one. So there's like 4 of them, I think. It goes from 60 to 100 to 300 and 500 for the ones with 5 stars. And just the regular one only gives you 10. And I believe every other material gives you like anywhere from 1 to like 8 or something. See, 2, and then that one's 1. But you're going to need a lot of stuff, so just focus on using the dragon manuals and those books, those 3. I don't use rapid enchant because I think that's like auto, it does it for you, and it could use stuff that you don't want. And well, you would think, right, you use stuff you don't want. So just save diamonds, you know, do it yourself if you don't plan on dropping money on this game. So click on it. The ones that are enchanted tells you what it does and stuff. Alright, and yes, I keep coming back to girls because there's more stuff. There's always more. Okay. Now, I joined a group on Facebook, and I've learned a lot about this game because, you know, like I said, there's a ton of stuff, and I'm just like, what? What's this? And I don't know how to use that, and I'll just stay away from that. I still don't even know everything, but I want to help out other people, so that's why I'm making this video. This little armor thing at the top of the rarities, click on it, and it'll tell you what skin they have, and if you don't have it, it'll stay locked, obviously, but you can try it on. So that's how Lightning looks with her skin, and it comes with, I believe all skins come with an additional skill, and yeah, I don't think you can see what skill that is because I don't have the skin, but if you did, then you would know. And it also shows you the gears for the next what's it called, rank. So, well, orange, that's the gear, and then orange +1, that's the gear. This little question mark, I believe, is awakening. I mean, no, is it awake? I think so. Let's see. Drac is my highest promoted girl. She's the only orange I have. So, your battle girl, see, awaken. So, not every girl can do awakening, but also, real quick, go to, no, not level. This. If you hold down, like on one of the skills, it'll tell you what it does. Or you click it, and then you can scroll. It tells you what it does there. And then also, if you like go to the middle, some girls have like a 5th like hidden skill. See, like that. And so some of them will do that, and it'll show you. See, activate with skin, and then unlock with awakening. So that's how that is. Also, you see this? That's the juices. It's self-explanatory. You use those to level up your girls. You get those from campaign, medium vends, like all vending machines, I believe. Whoops. And so you can either like put your finger on that use button, hold it down to continuously drink, or you can just hit auto level, and it'll give all of them to a girl until she hits max level, or you run out of juice, whichever comes first. Usually you're going to run out of juice before you level up. Okay. And then to go even further, click on the gear that I'm missing. It's green at the bottom. See where it says equipment binds with battle girl? It's green, so that means I have met the minimum level, or the level requirement for this gear. So as soon as I get it, I can equip it. So you hit recipe, and it'll show you, okay, this is all the stuff you need to make this guy. And so you click on each other one, and depending on how complex that gear is, it'll show you what you need to make it, or if it's just one thing. Like this one, power detector is just one thing. This, one thing. And then this one comes from other nurse outfits that you have to craft into the nurse 4 outfit. So Some stuff is like really bad. Like I think so far the worst one is Luffy's hat. That one's like, oh my gosh. This one. See, you look at it and you're like, oh, okay, that's not bad. Shield maker, yeah, a lot of stuff. So, and then that's another thing. You see, you do that, and then when you get to like the, I guess you can call this like factoring of items, right? When you factor it and you break it down all the way, think, where can I get this? You click on it, and it'll tell you all the places where you can get that item. And if it'll tell you, like, say chapter 19. You click on it, and it'll say chapter not unlocked yet if you're not there. And if you have, then it'll take you straight to the map. Okay, you see how I have 3 stars there, and it says raid. You can only raid in campaign anything that you've beaten without losing any girls. So if you beat a stage and one of your girls dies, then you will not get 3 stars. So that's very important. You can, and then 1 pet whenever you hit level 40. Okay, so I believe when you raid, you don't know, you get experience. I don't know, but you get stuff. You get like you get juices when you just hit raid, and when you play through it, you get coins and other stuff, and not juice, I believe. But this is something I've never understood. I mean, yes, you available items, you can get a book and these bunny ears, but you will also get other items that aren't on this list. Like, say, I'll get a shield maker or something, you know, like you just get a bunch of random items and the ones listed. Sometimes you also don't get anything when you raid. So there's that. See, it consumes 6 stamina. Stamina's up here. Alright. I'm still not done with all the girl stuff. So, okay, while Triss has intimacy, so you click on visit. If you have any gifts here, what that does is it increases that bar up there. And the higher that bar is, the more stat increases you get. Like 0 to 100 is acquaintance, you have 0 stat growth. Friend is 1 to 300, see it says friend, 0.5% increase in stat growth. Match is 3 to 800, 1%. Lover 8 to 2000, 3%. The 1 year girl is fully maxed out, and the intimacy, like lightning over here. When she's fully maxed out, then you can give her an engagement ring, and she'll become your wife. And I think that whole aspect is dumb, but anyway, it helps you get 5% stat growth, so that's good. She's my only one that I have maxed out. And as you go into that, like, let me go back. You hit dialogue, and then like you click on one, and it'll pop up, and it'll tell you, like, it'll go through a scenario. And sometimes they give you like a multiple choice, like they'll ask you a question, and then answers will pop up. You pick one, and what they say depends on what you picked. And then sometimes they give you gifts too. And oh, interact. I'm going to show you this one because she's the one I could do the most stuff with, simply because she's maxed out. So touch, it has to be like somewhere, a certain part of the head, and you hold it down. And, you know, I figured this out because it just says gently touch, you know, it doesn't say touch and hold or touch right on the head, it just says touch. And so if my bar wasn't full, it would have gone up by 5. And you kiss, you have to time it just right when it gets down there. And then, you know, whoops, sorry. Whoops, time it right. And then intimacy would have gone up if it wasn't maxed. Breast, you like hold her titties down. Intimacy would have gone up. And then this is basically sex, you know. It's like kissing and then, you know, sex. Pretty much, like, it's not gonna go through the whole thing, but that's pretty much what that is. All right. Now I haven't reached this yet, like in campaign, but that little tiny book, all the way at the top near the right of her head, like a fragment of textbook, yeah, cannot be found in campaign. No acquirement method. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm not there yet. You know, I think probably have to be level 90 plus to unlock that. Okay, so on the campaign, the one in the middle, the more you fight, the further you get. There's 20 chapters. There's regular and elite. Now, this thing at the bottom with the stars, once you beat everything without any of your girls dying, you get those rewards specified. So, the one at the right is regular, elite, which is harder. See, I died right here, and I actually meant to play that one again, but you know, that's fine. And so there's that, and then the guild one. This one, I can't beat it. I can't join in the guild activities because I haven't beaten chapter 18. I think that's how that works. So, also with diamonds, you can get coins every day. So 10 times coins, and then it's kind of dumb though because I think it'll just keep going and using all of it, even if you just hit it like once or something. So you get a continuous spend, and it'll give you a bunch more coins. But I tend to just avoid that. You know, diamonds are important. So missions, it's pretty empty because they're all done, but all of these will appear and see how the boxes at the top are open. That's because I completed the missions, and every time you complete one, the bar gets more full. So you do that certain times of day, like you'll get free stamina. These little boxes at the bottom with the 500, the purple gear dot pack, and orange, those are important. So just try to do as much as you can. Also, over here, this is when you unlock guild. Now I still don't know what this stuff is, and it tells you it's like, yeah, stamina spent by guild, yeah, but I mean the number just keeps going up, and it seems like you can't really spend it, so I don't know really what the point of that is, you know. Okay, here you lend out battle girls and a pet. The limit is at the top, you know, 2 battle girls, 1 pet, and you have to, every time you lend something out, it will not let you take it back for at least 30 minutes. And so right there, that's the amount of money that I'll be getting when I return them. And the longer you leave it, the more money you get. This is where you ask for scrolls of girls and you give people scrolls, not squirrels. Okay, so it never used to be like this, but like you could just give any scroll out that people asked for that you had, but now it's you can only give out scrolls of girls that you have summoned first. So Caitlyn, right? I can't give out Caitlyn because I haven't summoned her. And I don't know if there's a limit to how many you can send people per day, but for publishing, I already finished my quest. You know, I asked for something and I got 3 scrolls for it, so that's done for today. Here, you can see the people in your guild, their usernames and all that. I don't know what happens. Let's see a little bit more in depth when you click on that. And then club event. I don't know what this is exactly. Let's hit proceed. Okay, yeah. So I don't know what that is. Club log just tells you stuff that happens. There's you get like I'll go over the currency stuff later, but this one is confusing and stuff. But Basically, you just have to wait until you're like high enough level, and it'll let you join or something, or say array right here where it says report. You click on it, and then it'll allow you to put your only your battle girls that are high enough level in there, and then you can put a pet with it if it's high enough level too, and then fight like that. And it'll tell you, like, at the time to register and stuff like that. Click on schedule. I'm registered, so this is automatic. Like when it starts, your girls will just fight. Whoops, sorry. I don't know if that cut off or not. My computer screen went blank because inactivity, but I'm recording on it, so I kind of need it to be on. All right. Now I'm gonna go over all the other stuff in this thing, in this circle. And the higher level you get, the more stuff that is added to the circle. Okay. So auction for money players. Yeah, see how I don't even have close to that many diamonds, and I never will because I'm not going to drop a lot of money on this. Limited time sale, that pops up every now and then, like it's there for a limited time, and I just buy stuff that doesn't cost diamonds. Okay, there's also like it'll say traveler one, and basically I think that pops up only when you have a battle girl that's completely maxed out with the rarity. So the additional scrolls from that girl can be used to purchase other battle girl scrolls that you do need or want. So this one, hey, it refreshed already. You use your coins to buy this stuff up here, and then you go over to the right. You have PK coins. You get them from fighting on the top floor, and like, I don't know if it's every day or every week, but in your mail down here, the mail, you'll get a notification for being whatever rank. Here are your rewards, and that's how you get that stuff. It's that's how a lot of these work. This one, you get those champion currency from beating this stage. Now this one, like every stage gives you, like in the box, it increases the amount of coins. Like say the first one's 10,000, the next one's 50,000, the next one's 100,000, something like that. You get a lot of coins through champion and other stuff. And when you beat, I think 10 out of the 15 stages, because there's only 15, you can open this mystic chest, and that always costs 50 diamonds. The thing about this though, I'm going to show you, when your battle girls are defeated, you cannot use them again for champion for the whole day. So you have to wait the next day for it to reset. And I haven't used any of these because I know that no matter what I do, I'm not going to be able to beat this stage. So I'm not playing that anymore. Not for today. Okay. Back to the store. One-on-one. Again, this is like, I think, a weekly thing that you're just awarded. Okay, here's your rank in the one-on-one for being however or much you won. And so that's how you get that stuff, and I'll go into a little more depth about that stuff over there. Okay, this one you get like when you have a guild and you fight, you get the guild badges. Everything is in like the mail. I'm trying to click on it, but I just click something, it'll tell you. I don't have enough clearly, right? So you do it, not enough guild badges, okay. And then this one, arena coins. And then I'll get into arena later, but that's all in the mail. This in the mail too. Honor badges. Well, that was Guild War Exchange. And this one's fantasy. Also, you get that in the mail. Diamonds, and then friendship points that you get from, remember earlier with the exchanging scrolls and requesting. That's how you get that stuff. I think it's only like 10 per transaction, if you want to call it that. And so I just lost my train of thought. Okay, anyways, top floor. You go through here. You set up your defense array. You hit adjust. You can put whatever girl you want in there, and then it'll tell you, are you sure? Like, it'll have the countdown, so you can change it. And once it hits 0, then it locks like that. And I really don't use those 4 buttons underneath it. You can only fight somebody like once every 5 minutes or something. And if you lose, nothing happens. You don't get penalized. If you win, your rank goes up, and you immediately get like some diamonds in your mail. Like it'll say, for your rank increased to this compared to that, they decided to reward you, and you'll get some diamonds there. This one, you just like, oh, challenge. If you don't like that, you could just refresh. You pick somebody, and then you pick like 3 teams of girls and 3 pets, and then it'll automatically like fight it for you, and it'll tell you like instantly it'll say victory or defeat. This one, they just changed this recently. Like before, you could just fight and it'll search it, and then you pick girls one at a time. You have to wait for your opponent to pick, and now I'm just like, I don't even know what the hell. I got changed it, and I'm just like, okay, I'll stay away from that. So yeah, that was a very recent change. Training, champion, already showed you that one. Workplace. Now this, you get a lot of good stuff. The more girls you have, the higher level you are, the higher level they are, the better. You only have 50 ice cream. You cannot increase that. But the good news is you can reduce like the amount of ice creams that you use a little bit, depending on your girl skills and all that. So I just unlocked Science Park, or this little area here that never used to be there, but I think that the 4th one appeared when I hit level 85. And so there's like a bunch of different stuff that you can choose. Like when you send them to work, there's different places and they have different rewards. I chose this one, and then 63 diamonds, you get some coins and some other stuff, so that's how that works. Also, that reward there is 18. Those are binders. Now what that does is it reduces forge time in workshop with the workbench. And I was just like, I can wait, I don't care. So you get a lot of money like for these binders. Like I got rid of 200 and something of them, and I got like, I think 10 million coins. So yeah, I'm just gonna sell them. You can do what you want with them. Every binder reduces 5 minutes of forge time. So I'm just like, that's not worth it to me, Like if it was every binder reduces like 6 hours or 12 hours, and I'd be like, okay, but 5 minutes is nothing. So, oh, also, it shows you, well, not right now, but when you're about to send them to work, it'll show you the amount of ice cream that it takes that's required. And so I think all of mine right now are at 9. So 36 of 50, right? But every ice cream replenishes after 20 minutes. So sometimes I can't send everybody to work at the same time. Like I have to do 2 now, 2 later, 3 now, and 1 later. Alright, Skycity. Now, this unlocked at level 85, I think, but I'm not able to beat it because from what I understand, you need to have 5 strong pets in order to actually beat it, So it's like, might as well still be locked. So what you do is, if you come over here, and for every pet you pick, the girls will take on their level, and I think also their skill levels. And so I'm like, okay, Ross is like my best pet in terms of level and skill level. Also, I evolved him first. Bobo is also 3 stars, but is lower level and everything. And then everyone else is like, oh, it just keeps going down, like, yes, I have 6 pets, but only 1 really good one, and one okay, which is Bobo, and the rest are bleh. And that's only because you know, I don't have the resources to make them stronger. Not right now. So anyways, you do that. I'm not going to hit play because I know I'm going to lose. It's just a waste of stamina. But, you know, my girls, like the one at the top, this one, it doesn't let me click on her, but the one at the top left, she'll become Ross's level and all that. And I think, I'm not sure, but I would think they'd also become their rank, you know, like purple and green, blue, whatever. So when you do that, it shows you what the rewards are and everything for that. That's how that works. Also, these different ones unlock with different days. Sometimes they're opened all at once. Sometimes they're not. Like it can be 1, 2, or 3. That's all of that. Now, evaluation. Here, this changes every day too. Like you have the different battle girls, Malera. You remember those 4 different kinds, right? So that stuff will appear here, and then you'll get some pet thing. And I kind of stay away from these because you need certain girls to fight these, and most of my girls are not high enough level to beat them. See, like I have all of these girls. Well, reiterate, I don't have Amazon and I do not have Wild Girl. So if I put in the other 3 and then 2 other girls, I'm probably gonna lose. So I just kind of stay away from this stuff. Like that stuff seems like insanely hard. So physical test, you get money for doing that, like cushions and stuff and books you can sell, and their only purpose is to give you coins. So I do that. And the big one is magic test. When it's available, you get nothing but juice. You need those juices to level up your girls. Fantasy, when it's available, you fight girls. It's like the main boss one, and you're not gonna defeat her, or I don't think you can defeat her. Maybe if you're higher level, but I never do enough damage to kill her. And so it's like I can take out, depending on who I'm fighting, I can do like more than 100,000 damage, which isn't a lot because like the really strong people do millions of damage. So that's just to give you an idea of where I'm at and how high that you can get. All right, library. It's got different stuff you can check out. I think all the different kinds of girls here, like all of them. That's cool, right? So ones that have intimacy, I'm assuming the ones that are grayed out don't have intimacy. Blood awakened, just regular awakened. What's the difference? I don't know. I'm not there yet, but it makes them stronger. I know that. And these are all the girls I own. Okay. So there's just stuff here. Once you have certain girls, you read it. It'll give you the specified reward. That's how all of that works. Hey, I don't think I. No, I did it. Okay. Workroom. Everything is locked, so I can't do anything yet. And also, glue, another kind of what's it called? You know, there's a currency. There you go. It's a glue's another type of currency, I guess, for crafting stuff for the rooms that your girls are in. And so I can't do that yet. Might as well be locked. The dorm. You can visit other people's dorms, and this is where my girls are at. So when you first get here, it's completely bare, like moving into a new house, all bare. And it says restroom, and then I put big sexy. I have it available with that little eye at the top. It's like that, so I have it available to other people. 2 people have liked it. Nobody has left any comments. I got a ton of stuff, and the more stuff you put, the higher your level of comfort, the higher your level of comfort, the more experience you get. So the that one that's running around all funny is Himoto. So that's how that is. There's all the stuff you hit available. It'll show you what isn't put out there. And so I got like wallpaper, windows, like flooring, you know. So that's how that is. Okay, workshop. Now, some of these, I'll reiterate, they're all dependent on each other. So, see how it says level 3? Well, at the top where it says 12 hours, that's because it's going to be level 4, but it takes time. And the stuff down here are things you can do to increase certain Battle Girl stuff, you know, like spell penetration for blowing. It requires 40,000 like that magic liquid, 10,000 magic powder for 40,000 coins. And these take a lot, significantly less, like 1 hour, 2 hours, stuff like that. The more of these you do, the more experience you get for the bookshelf. So once that reaches a certain magic experience, you can raise it. See, I need 40 experience, so I can't do it yet. Also, the quicker you can get this one up to like level 5, the better. Because click on that question mark on the left. When you first start, everything is locked except diamonds. And like I've said before, that's the main currency of the game, so you kind of don't want to waste those like needlessly. So I'm level 3, so I can use these gems to get either this or that to get the magic liquid or magic powder, or I could use this, the liquid, to get the powder or stones. So ultimately, you know, the best thing is to use coins to get all of that stuff. But fear not, recycle bin is to also help you get that stuff. So this little bar above the trash can, when it's full, you'll be able to that number, the plastic bags is like a type of currency again. I told you that there's a ton. There's like there's 4 so far in here. You know, there was the recycle bags, the powders and stone liquid. That's 4 in just this area. And so you put something there, it'll tell you at the bottom it consumes 2 recycle bags or 2 plastic bags, and then it'll give you the powder and liquid. You know, and so the higher like rank your gear, the more stuff you get. So like it'll still say that, but let's say this thing, let's say, gives you 10 of that, right? Well, if you come down here to the purple stuff, let's say that'll give you like 50 of everything, you know? And then sometimes when you hit dissolve, it'll give you a crit, and so you'll get more stuff. But because I have a lot of this, I'm just going to show you one. It takes 2. So dissolve, I got that and that. So you get the idea. Now I would say just get rid of the stuff that you don't need. So like I have a lot of crap I don't need, so I just like get rid of that. Like important stuff, hang on to. Like I would not dissolve a shield maker because those, 1, take forever to make, and 2, like, you know, you need for pretty much like most of the battle girls, or at least most of the ones I have, you know. So cabin, you can forge stuff for your, oh cool, in about 3 hours it'll be done. You can forge stuff for your pets, and then again, more currencies. You have lollipops and candy, which is what you need to forge gear for your pets. And see, when I go to Rise, oh, it says gears forging, but it'll tell you like workbench needs to be level 3. Then you're like, okay, and so workbench is in the making. Let's go over here to recycle bin. See how it's in red? Tells you you can't do that until cabinet's level 4, and you have this much of all the other currencies. So it's dependent on everything else, and it kind of gets annoying. But the cool thing is that, see right there, it says girl skill cap +1, and then attribute. Everything else is like they may or may not get a plus increase in their stats. So I think the max you can get is +15 skill cap. I don't know about everything else there that you see. So basically, you see how I'm level 87, but the skill, it says the two at the top say 88. That's why you get the +1 skill cap. And I don't know why it's like this, but we'll come to think of it, probably because they're more powerful. But you see how the ones below that are 20 less, like as it drops. 88, 88, and then boom, drops by 20, 68, and then boom, 48, and that's as high as it can go. Well, it's probably because they're more powerful, but they all cost the same, you know, so that's cool that you don't have to get all of them to 88, because that would suck. Also, oh, this is this isn't really important, it's just kind of cute. You click on your girl, click on her again, and again, keep going. It just shows you like all the different animations, and then it'll go back to running once you've got all of them, and you can do that for every girl. Down here where it says max level, it'll tell you how many scrolls you have of that girl if it's not max rarity. Alright, workshop. Covered everything in workshop. Right. I think I've been through this, right? Yeah, I've been through the lab. Okay. Let's go on to pets. Now, when you get enough essence to summon a pet, it'll tell you incubate. You have to wait 1 full day, and then you click on it, the egg will hatch into a pet, and it'll look like a little baby, like these two over here. And so you get, I think some of these you can only get in like the higher campaigns or through events. Because I mean, I got Bunny, Casper, and Aira all in events. So I don't think I can get any more essences with that. Yoba, you can get with the friendship points, but they take forever. You know, you need 400 points to get 2 Yoba essence. But they just added, I think this is a new one, Merlin. And from what people are saying in the group, it is the best pet. And I'm like, well, I kind of wanted it just because its name is freaking Merlin, you know, like, that's why I wanted it. But if it's the strongest, that's cool too. And with the other events going on right now, I was able to get Tudu, and people are saying that one is really good, so that's why I picked that instead of getting more Ross essence, because I totally would have. Alright. Oh yeah, I didn't go over that, but we'll get to that in a second. So they follow the same ranking as the girls, you know, like it goes from 0 or nothing to like blue, green, and then purple, orange, and red. They get instead of scrolls, you get essence. So this will tell you Sky Tower. That's how you get the essence. And of course, the higher level you are, or higher rarity, the more essence is required to get to the next one. So I can't evolve Ross because I don't have all the essence. Artwork, stat detail, just like the girls. Same thing with the skills. You hold it down or click it and it'll tell you, and then you can scroll. He has unlocked after your pet what? It doesn't tell you after you unlock what, but anyway. You come over here, the gear works the same way. Can't promote him. You get this stuff in Sky Tower. And so these are basically like the juices, but your pets, so you get rations. So it works exactly the same way. Now the skills are a bit different. I think once I once I got to 3 stars, the magic buff suddenly got a 10 increased the maximum amount it could go by 10. And so I thought it was a glitch at first, and so I'm like, what the hell's going on? But apparently that's what's supposed to happen. So uh, 87, 97, 67. I'm assuming Burning Path goes to 77. Is that would make sense, right? So that one I just unlocked. That's why I don't have it as high as level as the others, just 18. Now, the cool thing about this, when you go to training, oh, I skipped Sky Tower earlier, but there's the higher level floors you get, the more stuff you get for your pets. And you see right there, skill book, which you need to increase their skills, and then you get rations. And so the rewards get better the higher you go. Like I think you get there's a freshman pack. Like every 5 levels, you get one of those things. Freshman pack, and then it turns into a junior pack, senior pack, and then where I'm at, it's a master pack. So they just keep getting better and better. There's 100 floors, and once you beat all 100 floors, then you can unlock Elite Pet Tower, Elite Sky Tower, sorry. And I think that one is like a campaign where you can uh, you can play it more than once a day. Because this one, you play it, and it doesn't require stamina, so you can just play. I'm not going to because I'm like severely outmatched here, so I'll just do anything, and you hit that the battle when you're ready to go, and then you'll see if you can beat the stage or not. And I'm not really a great strategist, so I just use trial and error, switching out my girls to see what does better. But if you're good at that, just pay attention and read what they do, and try to counter. So you can see like 5 levels ahead, 5 floors ahead, until it tells you no more. So, whoops. I've already reset today, so it's going to tell me I can't. Now, tomorrow when it resets, I'll be able to hit restart, and it'll say okay, and then it'll take me to floor 1, and then I'll hit quick clear, and then you hit confirm, and it'll take 1 minute per floor to automatically clear it for you. So tomorrow when I do this, because I beat 55 floors, it'll take 55 minutes for me to get all the rewards for that. And so your rewards go into your bag here, and it's under consumable. That's pretty much the only one I ever look at, because everything else is just gonna be there, like gear. I can check it like I showed you earlier with the girls, and you go in depth and find out what you need, where to get it, all that. Blueprints, it's the baby ones, blueprints and dots that you need to make like the bigger items, like that duck. You need that and maybe some other stuff, and then you get the actual duck, and that like circle and the grid disappears on the fully evolved item, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. Here you can see all the scrolls for the girls you have. Dots. This is kind of like that too, the blueprints. So that's why it says a dot there, and the other ones it'll just not say dot for the fully upgraded ones. Emblems, I'm not there yet. I think level 90 or 100 or something. Okay. Social. See how it's grayed out? Those gift boxes are grayed out. You can send out 10 of those per day. Let's see, it'll tell me, oh, you have no more. So what that is it gives you a currency here that you could use to exchange for a free, like, random scroll, 50% off the medium vend, which is like a crap load of diamonds, or you can save up, get 700, which is the best deal, and get just like a free ticket, like, oh, 1 medium vend for free. So that's the best one. It takes a while to save up. Here you can ignore, decline requests from people. You'll get a notice here, like when people send you those social coins, I guess. I don't use that because I don't have enemies. Invite friends, I don't, but you get rewards for inviting people. Recall, I guess people, or you invite people and they do it or something. I don't even know how I got 3 of 5 and 3 of 10, 69 of whatever. I don't even know. Like, I've never really completely understood that one. And over here, class is a newer function, I think, or something that just unlocks the higher level you get. So you can be someone's mentor, or a student, and I think the highest you can get is like a bond with like 3,000, stuff like that. You can assign homework. Well, it said you could assign homework, but I guess not. Student. Nope. Okay, well I'm seeing this now like it's edit, but I'm like, where's the homework? And it's right there. So I just kind of let that do its thing, leave it alone. And then on the left you'll have stuff that's going on. Usually it'll just say recharge an activity, but there's events going on. So recharge, there's some stuff here that it goes away once you complete it, because that's how I got, where's she at? This one, Ziyao, or however you pronounce that. It's a looks like a Chinese name. I'm not good with that kind of pronunciation, so yeah, pronouncing it just the best way I can. Himoto, I got that from an event, and Leah too. Okay, so events change all the time. Like Leah's Treasure tells you it ends on the 27th. Click on these things, it tells you what they do. This one is permanent, like it says. So if you have the diamonds, you can just go ahead and purchase that. And like I said before, the dragon manuals are important. Those little things all the way to the left, it's like a manga toy or something. Let me see. Yeah. And you sell it, you get a lot of money. So you do that. This gives you more stamina. So do the tonkats. And then those are medium juices, dragon manuals. So that stuff's good. Every day that you sign in, you get stuff here, and I believe it's like an exclusive battle girl every month. So this month's is Poppy. This one, I would always click on it, and I'm like, why haven't I gotten the rewards? But I guess I did, and I wasn't paying attention because, it says complete, and I was reading it online, and they said you'll get that stuff automatically once it hits that. So this one's over, like it says, and that's all that is. Sorry. This one, people recharge, and you recharge diamonds by basically saying spending money to get diamonds. So these, like, you click on that, like they just pop up randomly, and there's not a specified time or whatever. It's just whenever someone does it, and then other people, when they see it, they can click on it. And most of the time you're not going to get anything, but I was fortunate enough to get 2 earlier since the event started. I'm going to see if they're still on here. Might be a while. But yeah, this is like extremely hard to get, and so I started thinking like, well, maybe only people that buy money can get these red envelopes. No, anyone can get them. You just have to be fortunate enough to get one, because everyone's like looking at it and waiting for them to appear, and they said like some people cheat, and so it's not that easy to get a hold of them. Now I've gotten a lot of stuff for my dorm because of this. And basically you play a campaign or do stuff like normal, whatever, and then you get a hat, or you get hats for stuff like randomly. And when you get them, you hit throw, and then it'll just like randomly go around the board, the RNG, and it'll land on something. You'll get that item. And when you get 5 hats, you can put a balloon on something that you don't want to get. See, like that in the corner, on the bottom right hand corner, that was like 2,000 like magic powder, which is nothing. And so I'm like, that's garbage. So like magic powder isn't garbage. I'm saying 2,000 on this thing is garbage compared to everything else. So I use those, to eliminate the crappier stuff, so you can get better things, like this stuff for the dorm. Those dot packs are good, and I haven't unlocked this yet. So the rice ball can be used to feed girls in the library. Oh, no, library is unlocked, right? Oh, there's library. Well, I don't know. Don't know how to use those. Not yet, anyways. And let me just think about it. No, I haven't gone over everything just yet. But like I said, this still isn't everything because I haven't unlocked everything yet. So, like as you're reading skills, I'm told AOE means area of effect, and that's something I didn't know for the longest time. So that's good to know. And if you click your icon up here, and then you hit edit, the little pencil, then you can change your icon if you click on it, and all this stuff, and it'll tell you what's available. And you click down here and you can put pets and girls and stuff. And then if you click that little other thing, it'll take you to trophies. And hey, okay, so I still can't claim rewards yet, but I don't know why Thirst is always shining, and I'm like, it's not a new trophy. Why can you stop like shining? But yeah, anyways, that's how that is. It tells you the attack power of your girls, the trophies, girls that you have. I have 49, 0 wives. And then the statistics and other stuff. The top floor, 1-on-1, arena, PvP. Yeah, like I can't beat that guy. And I put that message because it's funny. And then I have the sound off here, but the other notifications, these you only get in-game. So if your phone is like, if your phone's idle, you're not playing the game, and it's on the home screen, you're not going to get notifications like that. It'll just be in-game. So that's how that is. Let me go back. No title equipped. I think you only get titles like if you're like those hardcore money players, the tryhards, and you're like really high rank, like anywhere from 1 to 20 or something like that. So no, I don't have a title. I'm probably not going to. But that's how all this stuff is. And I think that's pretty much it. If I forget something, then I'll make another video. But I'm just gonna give my girls another once over, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I think the P, she's a parody, and the left at the top, she's a strength battle girl. This. Okay, here, so sometimes when you're trying to read the skills, like the stuff's cut off, like Vampire Cloak, Blood Mist, Vampire Bat, like the titles will be cut off, and you're like, well, what the hell does it say, So here you can read everything, like in its entirety. And recently this was added. It says, where it says score, that's how good the girls are. The higher that is, the better. So Drac is really good. And over here, There's rear, front, middle girls, and then you have strength, intelligence, agility, Aladrin, is it Rhina, Malera, and Parity. And then I don't have any Awakened or Blood Awakened, but that's all of that. Preset, I guess you can set teams, I've never used that. And then this one, advice. Joan, Nurse, Wildtress, get them, you know, while you can. They're good. That's another thing I forgot to go over. So, go this, look at this, try to build teams, like, get these girls up there. Non-SX means like free. SX are like the ones you have to pay for. So yeah, that's that. Now, Elite campaign costs more, but you also get scrolls, and these you can only do 3 times a day. Like regular campaign is unlimited. You can play a stage or stages as many times as you have stamina. So this one, look, I already played it once. I can only play it 2 more times unless I drop some diamonds because I'm VIP level 4. If you're VIP level 0, you can only do it 3 times a day and that's it. Well, just that one, you know. Then there's always this one and the next ones and stuff like that. So you get scrolls like that. It'll tell you on Scythe. Pretty much the boss you see there is the one you get, and then other items too. So what's this? Oh, cool. Okay, that's what that is. Give me a second. Something just like flew at me and landed here. The crap is that? Like a random piece of paper just came out of nowhere and like hit me in the hand. Like not even a full sheet of paper. It's just like a little tiny piece of paper. It makes no sense. So, okay. So that's how that is. That's how you get scrolls for that. And then also, of course, you know, in the store, like I showed you earlier, scrolls there. Scrolls with the bending too. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, if I think of something that I didn't cover in this video, I'll make a new one. So thanks for watching and good luck to you.